I have here a welding machine. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, take everything out, talk through how this is going to work, and then test this out. So inside, we've got some hose, some instructions, and some spare pieces. We've got our cabling. This is going to be the MIG. Some wire. A nice wire brush here. And then let's pull this out. So here we can see the welder. It's nice and small, lightweight, portable. And then we do have one more item. We've got a nice converter from 220 to 110. So across the front panel here, we've got a voltage adjustment knob, amperage adjustment knob, or the wire feed knob here, mode selection, and then for TIG welding, you've got a 2T, 4T selection to determine how you're going to have it turn on and off. And this does support stick welding, TIG welding, and then it has MIG welding, 3 different modes. You've got just core, so flux core, so gasless, gassed as well, and then it also supports aluminum as the final option here. As for the rest of the lights, and you've got showing what voltage it's using, and then you've got the actual voltage and amperage outputs when you're actually doing it, what modes you're selecting for the 2T, 4T, other modes down here, and it does have an overcurrent light. If you're using it too much and it gets hot, that light will come on to let you know it needs to cool down. Okay, for the cable attachments, we've got a few things that we can see. We've got a positive, a negative. These are going to be for the grounding or for the stick welding. Over here, we've got the MIG attachment, the MIG trigger, and then the gas port right here if you're using gas. This extra cable is going to be used depending on the type of mode you're doing. You're going to either leave it unplugged or it's going to be plugged into one of these two to determine the polarity and the type that you're doing. Make sure you refer to the instruction manual and set these up according to the type of welding and the mode that you are using. On the back, we've got the main power switch up here. This is the power cable coming in right here. And then you can see we have the gas input connector right here if you are using a gas style system. So I'm going to be doing gasless welding. So I've got this all set up according to the manual for the gasless mode. One thing nice about this welder is it does not require the use of a spool gun if you're going to be doing any kind of aluminum welding. It's going to make it super easy and convenient to do this with aluminum welding if you so choose. So the last thing to note is the side panel here. This is going to open up to access the spool holder where you're going to attach the spool of wire for MIG welding. It also has the feed rollers that you can access just by flipping that down and then opening that. This does come with several different rollers for the different thicknesses. Make sure you have the correct one installed according to the thickness of the wire that you're going to be using. And again, just refer to the instructions on to how to change and make sure this is all set up, and then also how to actually feed and get this ready to use. So I got everything set up, everything's connected. I use the instructions to get my knobs set roughly where they should be according to what I'm going to be welding. Got the ground attached. Now I've just got this groove that's cut in this metal fence post that I'm going to try and weld up, and we're going to see just how well this works. So this welder is super nice. It's very versatile. It's nice that you can do MIG, stick, TIG, pretty much anything you want to be able to do. You can even do aluminum with this without any special attachments. You can just put the aluminum spool in there, use this gun. It works really good for welding the steel. I was able to patch a cut that was right here and patch up the break. It was breaking right here. So it worked really good. You can see the weld turned out nice. It's still hot, so I'm going to try not to touch it. You can see it comes with everything you need. It can even work with gas if you want to do gas welding. It can work with gasless. So it's very versatile. It can do a lot in a small package, and it worked really good.